Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my favourite street in the world, Thomas Street. If you know about Thomas Street, you know that it is Little Afghanistan. And we are here today doing Culture Corner in Dandenong for Afghanistan. We're at the front, Afghan Sahar. We got the tea. The tea is incredible. It is freezing in Dandy, but we are here exploring the Afghan culture. We're going to go to Afghan Salang restaurant to try the best Afghan food outside of Afghanistan. You heard it here first. We're going to speak to Raz, who runs MASA, which is the Afghan Melbourne Soccer Association. Talk to him about Afghan football. We're going to check out some Afghan supermarkets because you can buy literally anything you want in there. And then we're going to go to the most famous spot in Dandenong, Agha juice, for a sweet treat.
Oh, Agha juice!
After our food.
I don't know what time it is. I think it's like 4 p.m. in Dandy. It took me about 15 minutes to get a park.
Yeah, it's busy here, man.
It's so busy.
This is the city that don't sleep.
Oh, yeah, Culture Corner's back, baby.
Back, let's go.
I was surprised that Hey, I'm going to say this on camera. This guy offered me $100 yesterday to punch someone in the face on the soccer ground. Is that true?
Welcome, Buddhas, to Lord's history lesson on Afghan culture in Australia. So we've got Sadal, the professor, here to help us with the fact-checking. So what I have here, I have four main ethnic groups of the Afghan population that's in Australia. Yep. First, I've got about over 100,000 already of Afghan immigrants here living in Australia right now.
Yeah.
70% of them are Hazaras. The other 30% is made up of Pashtuns, Tajik, Uzbeks.
Yeah.
Right. Can you explain to me the difference?
So essentially, the first Afghans to be in Afghanistan were the Pashtuns. We kind of would refer to them as the OGs. Next came the Tajiks. Now the Tajiks are kind of Persian descent, and then after them were the Hazaras, who have kind of been said to come from Mongolian descent, which is why when you see those three kind of ethnic groups, they don't tend to look the same. They look a bit different. And then in terms of languages, there's Pashtun, and then there's also Farsi or Dari.
Then the other thing that I've got is the religious difference. So a lot of Afghanis are Muslim.
Yeah.
But we have that the Hazaras come from the Shia side of Muslim traditions, and the rest is pretty much Sunni.
Essentially, yeah.
Four main reasons for the periods of Afghani migration to Australia. The Soviet-Afghan War, we've got the Civil War and the Taliban rule in the 1990s, post 9/11 conflict in 2001, and then the fall of Kabul.
I think it was during the 18th century, essentially when the Brits came down here, they were struggling with the climate because of the deserts. Building infrastructure, train tracks and things like that.
Oh yes, I did read about this.
Yeah. So what they did is they brought Afghans with them, and they call them the Afghan Cameleers, but there were some other ethnicities, like there were Egyptians and a couple more, but predominantly Afghans. And what they did is they brought them down here to be able to ride camels and help them build infrastructure, train tracks and things like that, because the Brits weren't used to the climate. So the Afghans have actually been here for a very long time, which is another reason people would have immigrated here, is because they knew there were Afghans already here.
All right, people, we are here at the restaurant that introduced me to Afghan food. So we got Sadal, he's one of my good friends, and he's gonna basically be a fixer for us, but I believe it's your family that has...
it's a family friend.
Family friend.
All Afghans say they're cousins and uncles and aunties, so I'd say family too.
Afghan Salam, we're gonna go check it out. Lovely people, lovely food. Let's go check it out. Okay. Brother. How you going? How you going, brother? Good. He just said I use this as an opportunity to eat, and what am I going to do, lie? Yeah. That's the point of the video. We've met before. Do you know my uncle Mario, Italian Mario? Oh. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. For a long time. Of course. Yeah. Plenty of times. Plenty of times.
What song are you grew?
Okay, brother, what's your name?
My name is Mukim.
Mukim. We're here with Mukim, and we're here at Afghan Salang. Just a few questions. When did you open this business? How long have you been running the place for?
We opened this business probably around 14, 15 years ago.
With the cuisine, what area of Afghanistan are you from?
Okay, that cuisine which is we make, that's originally from Kabul.
Kabul,
Yeah,
okay.
which is we born in Kabul.
Yep.
And that food which we're making all from Kabul.
All from
not
Kabul.
from the part, yeah, not from the other side.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there much difference in the food from the other side?
Absolutely, there will be something different because some people they cook different, and Kabulian people cook different, or Iraq people, or Mazar people, or
Yeah,
they cook different, like Uzbeki, Kabuli Uzbeki.
What would you say is the traditional Kabuli dish?
The traditional Kabuli dish will be Afghan chopon kebab.
Okay.
Or Kabuli palau, which is, you can say from the name, Kabuli,
yeah,
Kabuli
yeah.
palau. Or we've got mantu. We've got a beautiful other kebab, which is called the lamb cutlets.
Yes.
They come with the rice, they come with the salad, with the chutney, with the bread, everything. Fresh bread cooked every day here.
Yep.
The salad is garden salad, fresh.
Yep.
Everything being cooked fresh and nice.
Beautiful.
You will see it later.
Yeah, we're
Definitely.
gonna go to the kitchen to see how the kebabs are cooked as well, and then obviously I'm not even gonna review the food because I'm gonna tell you right now it's gonna be 10 out of 10. I love the food here, so
Beautiful.
thank you so much,
My
brother.
pleasure.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
If he's coming here and eating,
He actually come one night here.
Yeah.
We had a food tasting in Dandenong market. He tried our food. And then once he have it, then say, oh, you got a restaurant? I said, yes. He said, I better come. He came not with a friend. They had a food. Oh, he likes it.
He loved
and
it.
even give us a review.
he gave the review. If Matt Preston's giving a review on this place, you know it's
Honestly,
legit.
Yeah.
Bro, look at that. How thick they are, huh?
We've got a bologna, which is, we got three types of bologna. Chive bologna, which is gandana. We got potato bologna, kachalu, and also we've got pumpkin, which is kadu.
So pumpkin, chive,
and potato.
potato.
Bread, which
I've
is
never seen
pumpkin.
this machine before.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that. That is.
This
How
is
much
it,
does
gas.
this machine
Almost 30,000.
30,000
Yeah, 30,000.
for this big machine here.
Gas.
Some can, some can't.
This is the chabli kebab, chicken chabli kebab. This is the mix.
Smell it.
This is separate recipe. Yes. Which is big. Wow. So this is the one that is it. Okay.
Wow.
This is from this mix. Alright. I don't know. I don't.
Pomegranate?
Things in it. Chicken breast and chicken thigh fillet.
Chicken breast and
mince it.
chicken thigh.
Mince it. Then we have got spring onions.
Yep.
What is this called?
Capsicum.
Capsicum.
pomegranate.
Pomegranate.
Pomegranate, yeah.
Yep.
Capsicum, sweet, and chili.
Fresh tomatoes.
Fresh tomato.
Tomato.
Yeah. Chicken chabli kebab.
Chicken chabli kebab.
This is the one. It is. Look at this here, bro.
Wow.
Come over here.
This is where it's happening, man. This is the dance floor.
Okay, brother. Tell me the marination. The marinade.
The marinade,
Yeah.
only onions
Onion?
and garlic,
Yes.
onion, garlic, and salt. That's it.
That's it.
Nothing else. Look at this. This is called shomi kebab, lamb shoulder. All right, meat
Lamb shoulder, yes.
and spring lamb extra, thigh fillet chicken, spring shoulder with the bone.
Look at that.
Yeah, look at that. Look at this.
Whoa!
Which one is your most popular?
All of them is good, but
lucky you
but-
guys.
yes.
all, that's my favorite.
Yeah, we
I love it.
Ah, look, bring it, bring it. That is the one.
Oh, my favorite rice.
Yeah,
Yes.
bring the other one. Bring his favorite. Come.
This one, yes.
This is you.
Yes.
Favorite orange rice.
Orange peel,
Oh,
pistachio. Yep. Sultanas, carrots.
Yes.
So this
And
one's
basmati
Jeraine's
rice.
favourite.
Yes.
Great, yeah, his favorite.
Look. Look at this. Wow. This is called mantu, which is onions and pumpkin, lamins, and more. Look at this. Yes.
Oshak, which is a pastry being filled up with chives, Afghani chives, which we call it gandana.
Okay. I hope you guys finish all the food.
Oh, no problem, man. No problem.
Okay.
I'm not a very Elijah.
What's
This
that
one
one?
a lentil.
That's lentils.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
And murch objection, sorry, and murch everything. Just a little bit boil for you guys.
This is the eggplant.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Okay? No, it's not much spicy for you guys.
My
Okay?
food is not spicy at all. At least people call us.
on there now.
That's right.
Do it.
Which that's like a sweet type.
No.
Let's go.
So one thing that I just noticed with all of those different ingredients is obviously with all the migration, there's so much different flavors and ingredients coming from all around the world. Obviously North Africa, got coming from the west, from the east.
Yeah, so this, for example, is like pastry filled with potatoes, and in the potatoes is a little bit of a couple of spices. That's it. A little bit of chili.
Stories. I get excited. This is a massive table too, by the way. There's 8 seats.
That's your favorite one.
This is my
One,
favorite
two.
one.
Yep,
Yes.
you can have a look there. And beside that, also we've got like a lamb korma, chicken korma, kofta, dal, spinach, all Afghan traditional food.
The biggest debate in Afghan food is whether oshak or mantou is the best Afghan food. They're like clearly at the top. It's always between those two. I think currently it'd probably be like 60-40 to oshak, like in the Afghan community, but it'd be good if you guys give your opinion on what you think is the better of the two.
So the mantles with
Mince meat.
Rashid, you give the verdict, bro.
The oshak has chives in it.
And this is the korma?
This is chicken korma, which has been cooked, and that one is spinach.
Wow, thank you so
Okay,
much.
one main thing left, I forgot to tell you, the kobli palau. It's coming now, then I'll show you.
Let's go, Rash.
I actually don't know which one is which, so that's good.
Okay.
That's unbelievable. Yeah. I know both of them have it right. All right.
What do you taste?
That's more beany,
Yeah.
thicker, tastier.
So we go on the first or the second?
100% for me, the first.
The first. That's a mantul. That's mine.
It's almost buffet here,
Yeah,
right?
buffet.
And what I loved, he sprinkled on the mint, and I reckon mint is not used enough in food. So I'm going here.
First.
That's how you do a dumpling. Let me wash down the flavour with the Holston.
Pomegranate.
You can tell the difference when you have it with normal bread or with the rice. You can find it.
One bite. Everybody knows more. It's like when you lay your head down on a soft pillow and and it's cold and rainy outside and we're having fresh, steaming hot, my favourite cuisine, Afghan cuisine.
So we're here with Raz, and we're doing an Afghan culture corner. We have a few questions, and we've heard that you're the big dog in the Afghan community for football.
First of all, welcome to Thomas Street.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Afghans here, a lot of Afghan shops as you can see. I'm Raz, current president for MASA, which is
Yeah.
Melbourne Afghan Soccer Association. We organise events throughout the year for youths, for women, and senior men. And then obviously on the side we do a lot of trials for the national team as well. We had a trial where over 200 players registered for under 19 and 23. And then we had a trip down in Kabul, which was almost a month ago.
So how many international Afghan players play in Australia at the moment?
We have around 7, but 3-4 of them went for trials. They went to competition but didn't get a lot of game time.
Yeah.
There's 3 or 4 that's continuously playing, and obviously
Can you name drop them for us?
Zulfin Azari, he captain.
Where's he playing?
He was playing in St Albans. I think now he was in Williams.
Yeah.
Morahemi was there, Rahmat from Brisbane was there. And then I've got Santi went for.
Yeah. No, he's with me. I'm Melbourne.
So Santi was there. There's big names.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of good players.
How would you describe Afghan players?
Very technical, not as physical as should be for Australian football. I guess Australian football is more physical and all that.
Where does the technical side come from? Like, why is it common? Because they're very smart footballers too.
I think it's mainly them playing in schools and streets and like there's a pop-up park in Dandenong.
Is it the main sport?
In Afghanistan, yes, cricket and soccer is big. Soccer is a world game, you know.
What's the setup like in Afghanistan? Like, is there enough infrastructure to develop players, or is it more, he's from Germany, he's from England, he's from Australia?
I think they're working on setting up a structure. At the moment, you can't say it's very good. Yeah. but it's good to see that Afghan players outside of Afghanistan, they're doing really well in terms of. And if you see the squad for the national team, I think the majority of the players are from overseas.
Is there an actual domestic league in Afghanistan?
They're working on it. They created this Champions League where the actual winner goes and play that, I think, AFC Champions League.
Say the league runs for a month to a month and a half.
Yeah, and it's like within a week they play 2-3 games.
It's like a cup.
Yeah, right.
It's like a cup.
And then obviously before that, like it's a league of high quality players, but every state before that kind of plays one another, and then that kind of joins that.
Good stuff. Can I say, now that we know we have the captain of Afghanistan in our own backyard, if you are watching this video and you haven't gone and watched him, obviously supported him, now you know where he's playing. You've got Santi, who's playing at Malvern, who's the top goal scorer of State 1. And can we just say firstly a big thank you to Raz. Obviously, he's supporting the Afghan community. He's trying to grow football here for them. So massive shout out. Thank you for coming on and
Pleasure. Thank you.
People, our next spot is probably the most iconic spot in the whole suburb. I don't think there's anywhere more iconic. This place is open till late at night with lines out the door, no matter the time of the year. We are at Arus Centre. I think the most popular one, from what I've been told, is the pistachio. A lot of people get the pistachio, but there's everything. So there's fruit juices, milkshakes, they've got the ice cream or soy, but this place is an absolute institution. Like when I tell you a summer night here, the line will be all the way down there. Hello, brother. Hey, can I get one small pistachio, strawberry milkshake, medium chocolate milkshake, and a medium sugar cane, please? One medium celery green apple, please. So we're just saying that this is not, or Sadal was saying, it's not fully traditional Afghan to have a juice. It's more the desserts.
Yeah, but at the same time, a big thing about Afghans that you'll kind of realise is that they support each other. Yeah. So you would have seen a lot more of these juice spots around in other suburbs. Why have none of them been as successful as a place like this? Because a big thing about Afghans is that they support their own. And that's one really important thing to note about Afghans is the appreciation they have for hard work, especially of people of their own culture.
All right, guys, we got the goods now. Let me just say something. Ooh. All of this was $30. That's cheap. You go try get this in another suburb, you're not paying $30, bro. So we got the chocolate milkshake, the pistachio, celery, sugar cane, and Sadal's strawberry.
Strawberry milkshake.
That's yours, Gav. That's about right. Rash, I think that's yours. This is not illicit substances. You can get it at Chemist Warehouse. This is the most famous one, isn't it?
Definitely. Insane.
I got to suck harder. Pause. Oh, bro, serious? No, seriously?
Everyone's looking at us.
Bro, that's unreal.
I was like,
no
can
wonder
I
why
have a
people
suck?
get it. Yeah, of course, suck on that thing. Oh.
So that's the
Rugs is a big thing.
it's a huge thing, yeah, especially Persian rugs. People that are more traditional will have a room in their house that doesn't have a couch. Just it has mats on the floor instead, which is more traditional how they sit, because usually Afghans sit on the floor. The more traditional, here, not really.
Yeah.
You know, people use a dining table, but if you go to Afghanistan or if you see a lot of videos, they'll tend to have, they'll sit on the mats around, and food will be displayed in the middle, and they'll eat while they're sitting down.
Yep.
And it's crazy because you look at these Persian ones, and especially the ones in people's houses, and you think, oh, you know, that rug I'll get like $300-400, but those rugs can range up to like 50 grand.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
sure.
Yeah, it's insane, yeah. Afghans do take a lot of pride in their houses, because obviously it is somewhere you're staying all the time. So cleanliness, both on yourself, which is also a religion thing, and in the house. You know, you'll never go to like an Afghan's house and not see it vacuum mopped. Cleanliness is a huge thing, but also how everything's displayed. You'll never go to a house where it's empty. vases, paintings, everything on display. Again, Afghans take a lot of pride in their houses, their cars, because in a way it represents them. But you see what's on display here, there's a lot of like bright, shiny things. Afghans do tend to like
The bling bling.
exactly, most certainly.
Like, you can't just get this at Myers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Well, you also have to consider how big Afghan families are. It's very rare on a Saturday night to be like, all right, I'm just going to have one of your cousins over.
Everyone.
If you're having someone over, you're having everyone over, you're going to need something like that. Because another big thing is Afghans tend to be very generous. You don't just make food for yourself for that night. You make food for yourself for that night, the next 2 nights, and also for everyone that's there. They'll go home with some food for themselves.
What?
This one here.
Do you know anyone that has this size in their house?
I do. But see, this is something where like there's general family gatherings which have like our family gatherings have about like 30 people, like the normal small ones. But you will have times where these tend to be more for like family parties where it's like about like 70, 80 people.
You were just saying before, tea is a massive part of African culture.
Yeah, like as you saw in the restaurant we were just in at Salang, we hadn't even finished eating food and they brought that in after. I don't know if it's with everyone, but my dad usually says it's to kind of help the food settle just because of how much food we do eat. Kind of see like all the platters and everything they have. Again, I was talking about how people take pride in their homes. They also want to display their, their tea or the platters they bring forth.
So what's this stuff, bro?
They're just like religious artifacts. So that has if you look at the black or the blue symbol there, that's Allah written in Arabic. So these are casings for the Quran, which you usually just have. Again, it's more so just like kind of like a blessing to have in your house. These are scriptures from the Quran. So and again, people tend to have those type of things up, like put up in their house. Kind of like how Christians have a cross up or something like that. It's in a way it blesses your house, but kind of shows your devotion to God too.
Okay, so we're at, I believe it's called Super Fresh Meat and Bakery, and there's plenty of these along this road, and this is just like a one-stop shop, butcher / grocery store full of Afghan specialties, nuts, tea, poultry, lamb, sweets, snacks, chocolates, anything you could imagine is inside. So we're going to go in and check it out.
Like teas there are there.
So would your family come to a place like this? How often?
My family eats a lot, so probably once a week I'd say.
This one here is really popular, isn't it?
That's jalebi.
Okay.
So that's I'm pretty sure it originated from India, but everything you see here, nothing is ever bland, and everything's usually very sweet.
This is very, very sweet, very rich.
Correct.
Yeah.
Afghans don't really care about
calories.
So what we'll do is we'll take you all the way around. You can see all the nuts that we have, and you can look at the portion sizes. Never small.
Yeah, everything.
Afghans don't do small. But just as popular as nuts are, dry fruits are just as popular. So that's another thing you'll tend to see a lot of. Especially that's what we mix around with specific things. In this whole section behind you, look how many teas there are. Now, I'd say they all taste the same. If you ask my mum, it's a completely different story. But
So no coffee, really? It's not big?
not as big of a thing.
Literally,
teas-
there's 2 coffees here. There's 3 coffees here.
And these are like the Nescafe ones you can get a coffee. It's not as prominent. It's nowhere near as prominent as teas.
Yeah.
In some nationalities you see people smoking shisha, for example, just as a way to socialize. People sit around. We do the same thing, but just with tea. Yeah. This is a very again prominent section in my household. Lentils, beans. I don't know what my mum does with it, but whatever she does, her cooking is the best in the world in my opinion. And then over on this side, everything that goes into the food. Now, I know a lot of the food looks simple, especially in the restaurant, but you wouldn't see a lot of these like seasonings and malai tikka, sif kebab, chicken tikka, curry gosh. Like, there's so many things that can go into the foods that you don't realize, which is why Afghan food tends to be not only tasty but very colourful. The multiculturalism aspect of Afghanistan is a good thing to note here because chicken tikka, like you'll see this a lot. There's a lot more of an Indian thing compared to an Afghan thing. There's a lot of like Indian influence, Persian influence, Pakistani influence.
Back here, just oh, they got everything back here. Afghan Nando's. Afghan Nando's. That'll do us for Culture Corner Afghanistan. Thomas Street Dandy. Sadal, you're a legend. This guy's been my mate for a long time. I didn't know he was that smart. So
Thanks.
I don't know where he got all that from. He just, I don't know where he pulled it out from, but thank you for all your insight, bro. Just to recap, we went to Sahar Takeaway to talk to Raz about the state of Afghani football, especially in Australia. Then we went to my favorite restaurant in the whole city, Afghan Salang, for an absolute monster feed. Then from there, we went to Agha Juice, the institution. You guys know it's probably the most famous place in Dandy. Then we went to, I cannot remember the name, but it was like a homeware store to see what Afghani people usually have in their home. And then we finished it here. But we just want to thank everyone involved in the video. We appreciate your hospitality. Where should we go next? What culture should we do next? Culture Corner. We out.